3 months ago, this ghost we thought had been dead for like 20 years, just showed up, knocked on my mom's door like it was no big deal. And let me paint the picture for you. Scruffy gray beard, hollow cheeks, dragging this busted, seen too much shit leather suitcase like it owed him rent. My older sister Laura opened the door. She almost passed out. Legit. I thought she was gonna throw up or deck him or both. To really get it, you gotta go back. Mom always said our dad was a hero. A journalist locked up overseas for speaking out against some messed up regime. Fighting for truth, freedom of the press, all that. Then, a few years later, came the news. He died in prison from untreated pneumonia. No funeral. Just a tragedy and a handful of ashes we never saw. The end. Period. That was the version we grew up with. The only one we knew. The only one we believed. Laura hated him. Even with the martyr story, she never forgave him for leaving. She always said, doesn't matter how noble the excuse, gone is still gone. So when she saw him standing there, all she said and voice shaking with fury, not surprise, was, you don't get to be here. My brother Michael? Different vibe. He's quiet. Always thinking, always feeling more than he lets on. He stared at Dad for what felt like forever. Like he was trying to figure out if this was real life or a dream. Then just asked, how'd you get out of prison? And why now? Me? I didn't even know what I felt. It wasn't hate. Wasn't joy either. It was like the ground disappeared under my feet. I built this whole version of him in my head. This myth. This tragic hero. And standing there was just a tired old man. For weeks, he was like a ghost floating around the edges of our lives. Mom? Not having it. She shut that door on any second chances. So wouldn't dig up that past she'd already buried. So guess who took him in? Aunt freaking Bertha. She said the poor guy had nowhere else to go. So, she gave him a dusty little room in the back of her house. He didn't argue. Just nodded. And then one day his body just gave up. The hospital ran a ton of tests. Nothing made sense. His immune system was shutting down, but there was no infection, no cancer, like something inside him was rotting. Aunt Bertha was crushed. Said he wasn't eating. Barely slept. Claimed it was stress, guilt, all those years of hiding catching up with him. Dad kept saying his mouth felt gross. Headaches that wouldn't quit. Like something was rotting him from the inside. Then, right before he died, he asked to see us. All of us. Not for love. Not for forgiveness, nope. Just truth or to drop a bomb and peace out. He could barely speak, but he was stubborn. Wouldn't rest till he got it out. Dad, I was in prison but not for long. Yeah, I was involved in politics. But they let me go after a few months. I didn't come back because he looked at us. All three of us. Because I found out you weren't my biological kids. Silence. My brain cracked. He went on. Your mom wrote me a letter while I was locked up. Said she loved me, but she'd lied. She told me the truth in that letter. I felt like everything in my life was fake. So I disappeared. I faked my death. Hid. He didn't cry. He just talked. Like he'd been carrying this weight so long and now he was finally allowed to put it down. We just stood there. Statues. Broken. No one said a damn word. Edit. Update asterisk 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 asterisk. I think it is too long for sharing in a post. Just adding another part. After he died, things got weird. Not at first. Aunt Bertha called me 2 days after the funeral. Said she couldn't stay in the house. Said the room where he slept felt wrong and heavy. She swore she kept hearing something scratching inside the closet at night. But when she checked, nothing. Just dust and his old suitcase still zipped up, still sitting where he left it. That thing freaked me out.